In 2019, a couple in Portland got a phone call that felt like something out of a horror movie. The voice on the other end was a business associate, calling from 176 miles away. He told them 4 words: "Unplug your Alexa right now." Then, he read back their private argument, word for word, about hardwood floors and family finances, sent to him without being asked. Amazon called it a rare glitch. But with 25 billion connected devices in homes around the world today, the real question isn't whether it was a glitch. The question is whether it's the business model. Because here's what nobody tells you when you set up your smart home. Every feature is a data collection point, and every convenience is a trade you didn't fully read the terms on. Your thermostat tracks when you wake up. Your robot vacuum maps every room. Your doorbell watches the street. Your speaker sits there, always waiting for the next word. None of that data stays with you. Researchers at Northeastern University tested 93 smart devices and found something most people have never heard of. These devices don't just do their jobs. They actively scan your home network, identify every other connected gadget in the house, and build what researchers call a digital household fingerprint. Browser tracking makes you 1 in 1,500 people. Smart home fingerprinting makes you 1 in 1.12 million. Your specific combination of devices, a Nest thermostat, a Ring camera, an Echo speaker, a Samsung TV, identifies your household more precisely than your own face. And you agreed to all of it, in the terms of service, the ones that take 76 minutes to read and nobody does. So why do we keep doing it? Why do we keep buying, plugging in, and clicking accept? 79% of Americans say they're seriously worried about data privacy, and 91% still accept privacy agreements without reading a single word. That gap has a name. Psychologists call it the privacy paradox, and the reason it happens isn't stupidity, it's how the human brain is built. Your brain weighs a small, immediate reward, asking Alexa to turn off the lights, far more heavily than a distant, invisible risk you can't see or feel. That's called hyperbolic discounting, and tech companies have designed their entire product ecosystem around it. They bury opt-out settings behind confusing menus. They remove privacy controls with quiet software updates that nobody announces. In March 2025, Amazon removed the option to stop Alexa recordings from going to the cloud entirely. No announcement, no opt-in, just gone, to support new AI features. If you want the smart features, you pay with your data. That isn't a side effect. That is the deal they built. Now, let's talk about what that deal looks like when it plays out in the real world. Amazon's Ring partnered with over 2,000 law enforcement agencies across the United States, giving police direct access to your doorbell footage, no warrant required. Most Ring owners had no idea. They thought they were buying a home security camera. They were building a distributed surveillance network and donating it to law enforcement for free. In 2023, the FTC revealed something worse. Ring employees had been secretly watching customers' private footage, not shared footage, bedroom footage, bathroom footage. The FTC called it dangerously overbroad access. Ring settled for $5.8 million. The footage had already been watched. In January 2024, Amazon announced they were ending the warrantless police access program. That sounded like progress. By late 2025, Ring had quietly partnered with Flock Safety, a company running surveillance cameras across more than 6,000 communities, giving law enforcement a brand new access route to Ring footage. The ACLU called it a dangerous nationwide mass surveillance infrastructure. The door didn't close, it just changed the handle. Your smart meter is running a quieter version of the same operation, and most people don't even know it exists. 137 million smart meters are installed in American homes right now, 82% of all electric meters in the country. And they track your energy usage, not monthly, not weekly,
but every 15 minutes, and some every single minute. That granular data tells a detailed story: when you wake up, when you leave, what appliances you're running, and when your house goes dark and quiet. For over a decade, Sacramento's utility company fed 33,000 data tips to local police based on household energy patterns, without a single warrant. Officers used those tips to identify suspected illegal operations. 86% of the fines hit Asian American households. A court finally shut it down in November 2025, after more than 10 years. Then, in 2024, the outlet 404 Media obtained a leaked internal pitch deck from Cox Media Group, one of the largest media companies in the country. The document described a service called active listening, claiming smart devices could capture real-time intent data by monitoring spoken keywords in your home. Google, Facebook, and Amazon were listed as partners. All three denied it. Google cut ties with Cox after the story broke. But the deck existed. It was pitched to paying clients. The technology to do exactly this already exists, and the financial motivation to use it has never been larger. So here's the actual picture. Data brokers already know what time you wake up, when you leave for work, what you watch before bed, and how stressed your household sounds on a Wednesday night. They're building behavioral profiles from your smart home interactions and selling access to insurers, advertisers, and agencies you will never meet. This is not a hypothetical future. This is what the business model looks like when nobody is watching closely enough. None of this means you have to disconnect everything and live in the dark, but it does mean you have to be deliberate. Start with what you can do tonight. Open your Alexa app, go to Alexa Privacy, and delete your stored voice history. On Google, go to myaccount.google.com, find Data and Privacy, and turn off voice and audio activity. Both steps take under 3 minutes. If your device has a physical mute button, use it. The red light on your Echo means the microphone is hardware disconnected, not software muted, actually cut. That's the only guarantee you have. Next, put your smart devices on a separate guest network, completely isolated from your phone, laptop, and anything that holds sensitive information. If a device is compromised or used to fingerprint your household, it can't reach the rest of your digital life. Before you buy another connected appliance, ask one honest question. Does this device actually need the internet to do its job? Your coffee maker doesn't. Your washing machine doesn't. A $5 smart bulb that logs your presence to a remote server every time it activates probably doesn't need to be in your house. Look for devices that process data locally, meaning information stays on your home network and never leaves your walls. The Matter protocol is pushing that direction. It's not perfect, but it's the right pressure. Use your legal rights. Under California's CCPA and the EU's GDPR, you can formally request your data, correct it, and in many cases have it deleted. When companies make that process deliberately difficult, and many will, document it and report it to regulators. That friction is designed to stop you. Don't let it. Public pressure works. The Sacramento Smart Meter Surveillance Program ran for a decade before researchers exposed it and a court shut it down in 2025. Companies move when their reputations are threatened and regulators are paying attention. That only happens when enough people understand what's actually going on. The smart home industry sold you control over your life. What it actually delivered was surveillance, packaged as convenience, priced in data you didn't know you were spending. Your home used to be the one place where you didn't have to perform for anyone, a space where the walls kept your life private. That's still possible, but it requires choosing it deliberately, not passively. Unplug what you don't need, secure what you keep, and stay skeptical of any device that seems too capable to be cheap. The walls of your home can still belong to you. The only question is whether you're willing to take them back.